Hello everyone, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. We can dive back into Adventure Map to pick up where we left off last time and go after that boot weapon for Linkle. So we have take on the Sword Masters. Interesting. And I'm gonna keep doing the apothecary. Luckily, we should be able to just stomp through this with the max level 2 crossbow. We have one with better skills. We have so many 5-star crossbows. Well, high quality crossbows. I'm not using the Dark Fairy because I don't want that stupid glass cannon skill. It keeps trying to pop up. So who are this? No. The Sword Masters. Impa and Girahim, apparently. Twilight Midnight is kind of an odd one there. I mean, I guess like the Lizafos and the Dark Nuts also use swords, so... I can kind of see what they might be going for here. Yarafos has a sword too. Okay. You've convinced me, game. This is better naming system than the enemy celebrities that we had for... Okay, well that kept it down. Let's go after Girahim, he's up here. Just run in there and go guns a-blazing. Girahim's kind of not in range here. We should probably actually try to hit him. Agatha is in trouble. Okay, they are kind of tanky here. I wonder if they assumed that you were going to have this weapon when you got to this point, because they do kind of freely give it to you. Okay, there's Girahim down. I don't know, some of it's fun just to see the random stuff they're gonna just throw at you to level, like Girahim and Impa and Twilight Midnight on the same team, you know? Yeah, we do want to be keeping an eye out for chests, which... There's heart peas. Of course, there's a keep that has a fire fairy, so I'm assuming something's going to be in that one. Which... There's also a captain over there, so let's work our way toward that fire fairy. And we can figure things out from there. Alright, and plus Impa's over here, so you know, we had to come this way anyway. She's just hanging out outside the keep, like... Yeah, there you go. Come to me. That works. You know what? I gotta go deal with Agatha. If she's in our base, she might be... big name target. But I'll just use a fairy nuke when I get here, so that'll clear out the trash. And then I'll go back and deal with him. But I got the fairy anyway. Yeah, her being in the base tells me, like, she's the big name that we don't want to let flee. Oh, Sheik is the one we don't want to let flee, so interesting. Still, Agatha's here guarding our base, so... Without her, things would be more hairy down here. I'll go get him, but I'm going to go ahead and stop here since I've got the fairy. No chest in this one. They really do kind of throw things off a little bit there. Well, I guess I'll go grab Impa. Which would be kind of funny if she was getting beat up a bit over here. Hey, I'll take out a Dark Nut too. mean, she's kind of beat up. I don't remember if I did that much damage to her before I left, but... Either way, I'm gonna come finish the deal. I still don't know what this extreme gust does. Oh, I guess it does those barriers. It doesn't last for very long. Okay, well, there's 2 keeps left. So I think I'm gonna go north first. Oh, are these recruitable? I'm right here, I can just go. I don't know. Sometimes I wish that you could, like, choose whether or not you wanted to fight them, because, you know, maybe you want to beat them up for the drops instead. There's a lot of guys here trying to get in my base. Do I have to do another fairy nuke? Because I'll do another fairy nuke. There's eventually a map that will ban you from using that in some stages, so don't rely on it too much. Oh, those are the darkness that joined me. That gold Kuko is gonna go take a keep. And I'm gonna kind of just ignore him unless he decides he's gonna hole up in the keep I'm capturing. Okay, we still need the fairy outfit, so that's gotta be in the other keep down south. I mean, where else could it possibly be? Well, the Kuko is here. There's a lot of guys here, like, it was almost like they were trying to defend it from the Kuko. I don't actually want to fight the Kuko. But he wants to fight me. Oh, we're on time. Well, the Kuko's gonna follow me anyway, so let's just go deal with Twilight Midna. Have we seen this animation? I don't actually recall. We haven't actually played as Twilight Midna since we unlocked her either. We played as her in the Legend mode. So I don't see the Kuko. Did the Kuko run away? Or he decided he's gonna go back to that one keep and take it. He did go back to that keep. I don't care if he takes that keep. No. There's not even anything to use that on. Hey, you're done. Alright, that had to be the A rank. Alright, the boot weapon is unlocked. Which means I have to clean up a nice looking boot icon, I guess. That also means we have the goal of working towards getting the level 2 version on the Koholint Isle map. The winged boots. So this is kind of inspired by like the iron boots from Mockery of Time and the Pegasus boots and things like that. They kind of took multiple types of weapons and kind of mashed them together. Well, that has the slots on it, so let's toss that one and that one. And we got a Zelda crown for a fairy. Okay, so we have 2 more weapons on this map, which definitely goals I want to get. There's other stuff here, like there's more fairy foods, there's more fairies too. And of course there's hearts all over the place, and Scotolas. I was actually curious about this, like which are the ones... This has a Scotola, this has a Scotola. I'm just curious what maps had the Scotolas that weren't the dungeon maps, because all the dungeon maps have them. But... So I want to work my way over here, and then down to here. I'm not going to do this map yet, though, because... You may see who's on this map that I don't want to deal with yet. He's here, and then, of course, there's Death Mountain there. But luckily, we can just bypass that screen. We can go around this way. So we need a power bracelet. Which is ironic on this screen, because this is the screen where you get the power bracelet in the original game. But that is this one. The Action quiz with young Link? I'm not sure. Or am I going to use the apothecary here? But I'm curious what the action quiz is. I love the game telling us about choo-choos, despite the fact that we've done the 4 stages that have the choo-choos and we'll never see them again. Well, we will, because we have to go get Scatolas later, but... The one with wings, huh? I don't know, you guys. Which one do you think has wings? Oh, young Link has his all 3 bars. This will be a terrible stage to test that with, but that's still pretty cool. Hammer power up, who cares? Takes to Kakariko Village. Belly flopper, that's... Well, that looked like a belly flop to me. Hey, these have been simple quiz. Which is all the more funny because it's like, you know, Ganondorf's around, not Ganondorf, Beast Ganon is around the corner, but we're just here doing a fun little quiz. The Tail Whipper. I am assuming that that's the Dynapose, or the Lizapose. I mean, I haven't seen either one, like, do anything with their tail that would... You know what? I'm gonna just... Yeah, it is the Lizapose. Just pulled up my notes. I do have notes for this stuff, but... Usually with the quizzes you don't have to look at the answer, but it's just like, that one was ambiguous enough. I'm like... Who's the Tail Whipper? Well, the tail got whipped, that's the important thing. I didn't even use all that magic power after filling it up. Well, Fierce Deity mask is starting to get filled out. Materials, slots. Here are that materials. Linkle's now viewable in the gallery. Well, why wasn't she before? Okay, so we can use this to go around this way toward that weapon. And we can go this way to go toward the other. Attend the Festival of Kuko. Why is this the Ganondorf is just miserable section of the map? Well, I think we were just talking about how we hadn't played as Twilight Midna. Oh, that was the wrong rock. It's the right rock. Not, you want the left rock. I assume it uses the same rules as the blocks where the pushable tile is on the center row, and it's not there. And it's the leftmost. That's how the pushable tiles work in the dungeons in Zelda 1. And it looks like that's the case with the... Now I'm going to eyeball that, actually. I'm actually... Where is that tile? Yeah, I think the rock's on that screen. That one on that screen. Yeah, I think that's just the same rule as the dungeon blocks. Totally useless information about the original Zelda, but I don't know which of these strength skills are better. You know what? Let's bring the Light Fairy. We haven't seen the Light Fairy for a while. I don't know off the top of my head which of the strength skills is better, but it's a 1-star level 1 weapon. We're gonna do our best. Not a lot of luck on potions and stuff. There are Deku Babas, so... I don't know why she sounds like a Kuko when she does stuff, but... I do appreciate that a lot of the animations, they do give both versions of Midna similar movements to where it's more obvious that this is the same character just in different forms, but like they have a style of movement. We have an arrow power up. We're gonna get the most badass shot on the Deku Baba with that. Double Gibdo time. I forget if I explained that, but if you hit them with the arrow, that's the wrong one. You hit the wrong one. While their weak point is exposed like that, it does delay them a moment. It's like, look, Gibdos, nobody wants to sit here and play your game anymore. Now this is going to be the dangerous one because we have... I'm going to definitely get rid of this Poe as quick as I can because he's going to be the one that while I'm like wailing on Agatha is going to just shoot out a bunch of projectiles and mess up my day. See, I missed him. Agatha, you're playing like I play you. Okay, big hit. Go. I do appreciate that while I'm focusing Agatha, Midna's also taking a lot of damage. I thought for sure that would finish Agatha off. Yeah, like Midna just kind of got messed up just through residuals there. Threw a bridge at her. All this winning was starting to get boring. I appreciate that they use Midna's theme as well. I was hoping we might get a better mirror for her, but that did not happen. All attack. Well, this is a lower level. All attacks are devastating than we've had. Oh, you, it's not. It's gonna be right next to it. Sometimes I'm bad with the bomb spots because you could bomb 2 tiles at the same time. So it's like, oh, if I bomb here, I get both of these spots. And you can't do that in this version. Oh well. All attacks are devastating with Ruto specifically. But this kind of stage, I don't think I'm gonna rely on the drops. So this is level 5, so I'm hoping it means it's only a 20. 20 enemy captains, okay. There's a Beamos, but if I remember right, we can just Well, except it's not letting me lock onto him. There we go. Instead of having to bomb him, we can just shoot him with an arrow. I need to be careful because these poses could throw out projectiles that would mess up our day. Really, there's not any up here. They're all over here. And then the bunch down there, I see them. That other batch over there should be the last group, I think. I like these maps. If these maps were better for farming, I would come and do them. They can be decent for grinding weapon skill KOs, but better places for that. Yeah, you're all here hanging out. Everything's fine. Well, I wasn't expecting, oh, we're gonna get right to level 6. But they're throwing all these really simple maps at us. So at this point, aside from you have the 2 weapons on this map, the Rod of Dominion and the Spinner. And then we have the Sand Wand, which is on the Grand Travels map. And that's all the weapons we have to unlock, aside from getting Toon Zelda, which is also on Grand Travel, and Yuga, that's on Low Roll. Defeat 600 enemies in time with Tingle. But then they make the recommended element water. I mean, I know what I want to do there, then. But yeah, let's do the weapon thing. And I guess Tingle will go in. Tingle versus Midna over here. It's also part of why I went and unlocked Marin way earlier than some people might, because she's just a blast to play as. Okay, you're done, Midna. Yeah, mess up that re-dead. Okay, Manhandla as a boss enemy can kind of be ignored a little bit, because he's slow. It's not like Goma or Aragot, where they just chase you down. I know I said the dragon's name wrong. I guarantee I said his name wrong. Who spawned over there? There wasn't like a commander type character, just the boss? And a Beamos. Okay, that might have been like the smoothest re-dead fight ever. Just bobbing and weaving. No dealing with his shenanigans. Hey, re-dead knight, give me your drops. Okay, Agatha has appeared. This video's kind of been beat up on Agatha Day. I'll go deal with that manhandle after Agatha. That's why I got the boomerang ready to go. I was hoping that big bell attack would do a bunch of damage to the weak point, but it kind of just didn't. And yeah, I figured that wasn't going to be a full takedown. I have a feeling there's going to be another manhandle at 300. But playing with Tingle and let me hit you with the boomerang. Tingle, you're messing stuff up. Go away. I don't know that he's actually messing anything up, but it seemed like he was making that harder than it needed to be. Yeah, sometimes he goes down and sometimes he doesn't, even though I didn't hit all the heads. But... Okay, I need like a handful of enemy kills here. Oh look, it is another manhandler. That's way over there. I'm not complaining about all these redeads though. You don't want me, manhandler. Just go do your thing. No. I said you didn't want to do anything. Why is Lana way over there? Yeah, that manhandle looks like it's after after Malin. Not Malin, Marin. So I can come over here with Tingle for a bit. Like, unless the 500 one brings a third one, which is entirely possible. Tingle has some silly attacks. As I say, where are the reinforcements? And there they are. There's not another boss, so... And I could do this. I don't think this is going to be enough. Okay, you added way more than 15 to the total, though, game. Sometimes I don't think the game knows how to count. Okay, so I did kind of force Tingle to sit in the background for most of that while Marin did everything, but he knows what he did. Oh, we got a better fairy weapon, too. We got a decent amount of drops anyway. Also, there's a whistle, which I guess makes sense. We probably have to use the whistle to go to level 7. Defeat all enemies as Linkle. You know what? I was gonna say, we probably won't have enough time to do one last stage in this video, but... We got a new weapon for Linkle, and the game is giving us the opportunity to use it. I think that's a sign. Okay, they did set it as a fire element, like they wanted us to use the crossbows, but you know what? I think we'll be fine. Why are there Dekubabas, though? We got the Po Bros. And yeah, this is another really fun weapon for Linkle. That I did not buy badges for, actually. Oh well. I don't think it's gonna stop us. It's not like there's an imprisoned waiting for us. Double Po time again, huh? I like that Linkle has an affinity for Kuko's, just to differentiate her from some of the other characters too. If I hadn't been in a kick there, I might have been able to hit the bow earlier. So I had someone asking me how I come up with thumbnails for the videos on Discord. And like some of it like just I already explained this, but like sometimes it's just you know, as I'm playing, I'll keep an eye out on something. I'm like, oh, that could be a good thumbnail time. Or sometimes it's just like, well, this was kind of something that came up a bunch in the video. Like, okay, if you haven't seen this move yet, you know, like if we play as Fi in like 4 stages or something, then the Fi is going to be in the thumbnail most likely. But maybe there's a character animation that I enjoy, or a good victory pose. And like here, we're gonna have a new victory pose. We're gonna see Linkle with her boots here. So we got the boots in this video, and we used them in this video. It makes sense that the boots might be featured in the thumbnail. But sometimes it's just like a vibe I'll get while I'm playing the stage. So, new victory pose. Let's enjoy it. See, if you saw a video with the Kuko on Linkle's head, wouldn't that make you want to click on it? Like, that's a good thumbnail. But, like, you can get a couple of good thumbnails out of that animation. For different videos. Alright, well, we made it here. You don't actually push the gravestone with a power bracelet, but I assume that's what they're going to make me do. So we've got that exposed, so we can do that in the next video. But I'm going to quickly jump in here. We're going to... We won't have to keep doing this because we're going to have all the weapons soon enough, and we won't have to sit here and come and unlock these each time. But if I don't do it now, then I'll forget. Of course, the downside with using all the boot stuff is I still need to get that boot sprite. So let's see if I have enough time to do that before the video comes up. But we'll leave it here. I think we might be able to get one or maybe even both of these weapons in the next video. If we do this map. I might be going to a different map next time, but I guess you'll have to find out next time. So until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a great night.